Let me back this up out of my face. Get this thing at the charger. Try to find a good spot to do this live in. I can't go in my kitchen or my living room because it's loud out there. My kids and everybody is just all over the place, and then everybody's going to try to interrupt and jump into my live or just be around, and I don't like to be distracted when I'm doing something. So I decided to be in my room with the door closed with no distractions. Hi everyone. How y'all doing? My camera lately just have been seeming a little blurry and all. I am happy to be able to do this video. For whatever reason, I just seem a little nervous, but I am happy to share my story. I hope everyone can hear me. I wish I had a thing to put my phone on. Hey Cliff. Hey Sue. No, not with Rona. Cliff, not with Rona. No. I was down. Once that fever was gone, I was, able to start doing some things. That's why you really haven't seen me post anything for Facebook for like 2 weeks straight. All right, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because I'm not trying to prolong the video and hold anybody up. Thank you for being curious to know how my experience was, because we do know everyone's experience with COVID is so different. We actually have people walking around here with COVID and have no symptoms. Okay, so it's just crazy. I'm just happy and blessed that I am here on this live with y'all today, and I'm here another day because COVID was hell. It was hell. And if you know me, I'm dramatic, but I don't exaggerate. So I'm giving it all to you. How my experience was. I may be giving a little TMI. But I want to give it to y'all. And I want everyone that knows someone after watching this video, if you haven't, or not doing anything, I want you to reach out to anyone. Don't open up my door. Close my door. Close my door. Close my door. Close my door. No. I want y'all to do me a favor. I want y'all to check on anyone that has been diagnosed with COVID, because they are not okay. They may not even be able to answer your call or text you, but just to see text messages or inbox messages or something on their timeline, if they shared with you that they was tested positive, please check on them, whether it's a text message, just a couple of words, because they are not okay if they was down like me or worse or close to it. They're not okay. So it all started basically the beginning of July. Like my AC vent is over my side of the bed. Thank you for the love. And everybody in my house is like very hot natured, and I'm not. I'm the type of person that cut the air off and on. Everybody want to leave it blasting like at 65. Literally. So my husband had basically changed my tires, all four of my tires. I came home late, work, and it was late. It was dark. So he changed my tires. That night, it literally started pouring down raining. So he came in the house wet. All his clothes was wet from changing my tires. And that was what, Tuesday, Wednesday, the first week of it was the week of 4th of July. So Friday, he just was like, I feel like crap, my head is hurting, I'm running a fever. And when we took his temperature, it was 101. And it was 100 or 101. I was like, oh no, we going to the doctor, ER, something, because we know COVID is out here. We're not going to take this lightly, because it's other people that live in this house. Let's jump on it, So immediately we got dressed and everything, and we ran to ER in Mounts Corner. So they gave him his test. He took his test on the 3rd of July. I'm telling all of his business, but I got it from him. Like, I feel like when you say it feels like a STD. Like, it's crazy. Like, I was so pissed. But his test results came back like 5 days later, and it was positive. We was in denial because we thought it was like the AC for me, because like he thought it was because he was outside changing my tires in the rain for like an hour or whatever. And then I was getting a little sick, and we actually realized, like, when we started thinking a little deeper, we was wondering why we was feeling so beat and knocked down the week before the first week of July. So I was like pretty much trying to keep my distance, but it's already too late. Like, we sleep in the same bed, we kiss each other, all of that stuff. We are married. We do married people stuff, right? So like by the nighttime, like 10 o'clock, I started getting symptoms. Like, my head is hurting me. Saturday, same thing. It just was slowly, revolving or whatever. So then Monday, I just was like, oh my God, dragging out the bed. I was like, should I go to work? What should I do? I just make sure I wear my mask all day, stay away from people, whatever, because I don't know. We really don't know if it's COVID or if it's a cold from being in the rain and me being underneath the AC. By Wednesday, it was a wrap. I was sitting at my desk like this. I was done. Head hurting. If you ever had the flu, it was like symptoms like that. And I just was like, okay, I don't want to make nobody sick at my job. Let me just go home. And we also was around, but anyway, so I just left. I had called my friend, and it just was like things was just picking up so fast. So I called my friend, my greedy self. On my way home, I'm going to Bojangles, and I'm on the phone with my friend. And when I'm sick, I be like a baby. I was in the Bojangles drive-through crying on the phone to my friend. I was like, girl, I feel so bad. My head hurt. Like, my body is hurting. Like I was crying. Tears was like falling out of my eyes. And, girl, it feels so good to have a friend that you can actually do something like that. I got it, Jenna. I just saw your message. I got it from your cousin. I got it from him. So yes, but y'all, while I'm on him, he only had it for, I don't want to say only had it, but he was only down for like 2-3 days, and he was back to himself. I was down for, I'm gonna say 10 days. I wasn't down the complete 14. Well, I'm gonna say I was, all right, for the full 10 days, I was man down. I was done, out of it, checked out, like out. And after that, the fever on the 11th day, fever was gone and all of that stuff. But let me slowly get y'all there. So I I got home. My job was like, go ahead, leave Jillian. Let me back up. My job was like, Jillian, go ahead, because I was coughing. That's what it was. I was coughing. And my man, she was like, that don't sound good. You know, so it was like, okay. They trying to do me. So I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna just go home. They was like, yeah, and please, my regional manager was like, yeah, just make sure you go get checked and all of this and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try to do that most definitely today. If it doesn't happen today, most definitely tomorrow. But as soon as I got home, I pulled up, I beat the horn, so my husband come on, take me to Mounts Corner to the ER or whatever. We got there, speeding it up a little bit. So I got there. Okay, they put the test, the swab in my nose. Okay, it wasn't extreme for me. I already had a flu test before. It was way more, it did go up higher than the flu, but I was like going like this, and the lady kept on saying, don't kick me, don't punch me. So I was like, this lady done got kicked and punched. And then I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just like, let me hold on to the chair. So I went to Ropa out in Mounts Corner. They have you sitting outside on the other side of the building. So I was sitting outside on the chair and all of that. And then when she came, and she just was like, just lean your head back on the chair. So I leaned my head back on the chair. And as she was going to my nose, I kept leaning back like, oh my God. So to me, it was more like, oh my God, how far are you going? When are you going to stop? And it was over with. So after the swab came out of my nose, it was like okay, like something, it just felt like something was in my nose, but it wasn't like oh my God, I'm about to die. Whew, that was the worst thing ever. I did not have no headaches after. I was regular. I was just regular. So I know people have different experience. I have a little bit somewhat of high tolerance for pain, I guess, or whatever, however you put it. But it wasn't the end of the world for me for the test. Okay, so I went home, laid down. So I'm just jump up to the boom. So my fever, when I got there, first of all, my fever was 101. By the nighttime, my fever was going up to 102. It went up to 103. It went up to 103.4. That's actually the highest my fever has been. My head was sore to the touch. Literally, I could not put my head on a pillow. I couldn't even do this. It was so tender. Like, I couldn't even do this. Anybody couldn't touch my head like that. It was hurting. I had muscle spasms. I don't know if it was because my fever was extremely high. I had muscle spasms in my arm. I had muscle spasms in my thigh. I had muscle spasms in the arch of my foot, the top of my foot. I was burning up. I literally had to get butt naked and lay in my bed underneath my ceiling fan with my AC blasting to bring my temperature down. When my fever actually by like a week later, I'm still having fevers up to like 102, and it would not go it wouldn't drop down. It was 102, 103. If it would drop down, it would go to 101. It would never. I'm like, oh my God, I'm popping pills every 4 hours. So every 4 hours I was taking ibuprofen. So sometimes I had to take it like 5 minutes before the exact time, because my headache was no joke. My head was hurting like crazy, and like I said, I have high pain tolerance, so I was able to take it because I didn't really, in the beginning, you just like, okay, your body is just literally going through these changes, and it's just getting to you until where you like, whoa, where the medicine at? Because I'm not a person either that's pop pills. I don't take medicine unless my doctor prescribed it to me. I do not like taking medicine. And like I said, I deal with my pain. I only take medicine when my doctor prescribes it. If they don't, I don't take no medicine. But this thing pushed me, and I'm just like, oh my God. So, and then I started taking Dayquil and NyQuil, and I did my ibuprofen. It got to the point to where I felt like I was losing my mind. My brain was busy. It just was running. I was literally hot. I was like freezing. I was in my bed. Yeah, I was literally on my back for 10 days. Okay, 10 days. And the hardest thing is I don't have a upstairs downstairs house, so it's not like I have a big house where I could be all the way over here, and then my family, to keep them safe, is all the way over there. All our rooms is like close together. I have a 6-year-old, and I'm only calling her out because if you have little ones, they don't know how to stay away from their mommy, their daddy, whatever. So I'm like fussing at her. I had to have a meeting with my older kids, like, listen, y'all already know what time it is. Y'all know we have COVID. Keep your sister away from us. Keep her in the room. Keep her busy. If she leaves the room, find out where she's going. So I left my husband in the room. I went on the sofa. So for maybe 3-4 days, I slept on no, not even 2 days or a day, we slept in the same bed. But after that, after we found out when he got his results and I got my results, and they just was like, y'all got to be separated and all of that or whatever. And I was like, well, okay. Because I was thinking, well, we both got COVID. What else can happen? But they was like, no, y'all both got to separate. So I just went in the living room. I was on the couch for 10 days on my back. The other crazy thing is I didn't even know if I had to use the bathroom or not until it was just like, oh my God, I didn't even use the bathroom. I couldn't feel that I needed to pee because I wasn't eating. Okay, I didn't even have taste buds, nothing. Today, 3 weeks later, I finally can drink soda. I couldn't even drink soda. It felt like just acid or something. It was horrible. Y'all, it was just an experience that I would never wish on my worst enemy. When my fever finally broke down to 98, oh my God, I was praying so hard that it stayed there and did not go no higher. But it got really scary when my temperature got up to 103.4. I was like, call the doctor, because my temperature is not going down. It's increasing. It's increasing. Call the emergency room. We need to figure out, what do we do? Should I be put in the hospital at this point? One thing I must say, I was not feeling shortness of breath. My experience with when I started getting shortness of breath was I really couldn't bend over. So whenever I bend over, say if I dropped something, I went to go pick it up, I couldn't. I would start coughing and choking, and I had to immediately sit up and just inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Y'all, let me back up some. When I said I was feeling like I was losing my mind, you ever had an extremely busy day, or you just had so much to do, and you just oh my God, I didn't get half the stuff done, or whatever, and I got all this stuff to do tomorrow and whatever, and your brains is just running. My brain was doing that for the 10 days. I started breaking down. I started crying. I had to tell my husband, I had to talk to him. I was because I'm as I'm talking to him, I'm motivating myself, encouraging myself. even though the words out of my mouth is telling my husband, I think I'm going crazy, I'm losing my mind, I can't do this anymore, I don't know what to do, I can't lay down anymore, I can't go to sleep, I don't want to go to sleep, I don't want to lay down, I'm tired of laying down, I'm just tired. I can't even think. It been times I didn't even want to look at my phone, because every time I looked at my phone, my brain just was like, so I couldn't even go on Facebook. I didn't read text messages unless my head was not hurting. And I took a little break, and then I would go on, try to read some text messages. My job was awesome. They was like checking on me all the time. My friends was awesome. Family, all of that. It was people that was calling my husband and checking up on me and all of that. But the worst experience through this whole thing for me, besides not being able to hug my baby girl or bother my kids and pop up in their rooms and, you know, do all those things, or love on my husband or whatever, even though he was trying to get some COVID, you know. I was like, break it up for me. It's COVID. You want some COVID stuff? Anyhow, was me having muscle spasms, having my fever going up that high, the tenderness of my head to the touch, taking those pills back to back every 4 hours, literally not missing a beat, just laying down all day and sleeping all day. It was miserable. Okay. When I was going to take a shower, I could barely wash my body. I was so weak. All I ate was grapes. I couldn't really drink nothing but water the entire time. Water. I had to force myself to try to eat something. It just was crazy. I had to take my weave out my head because the tenderness was so bad. I was like, maybe if I take these 16 ounces out my head, 4 bundles, it would take some of the tension off my head. I did that. I was walking around here with my nappy 2-month-old cornrows in my head and my leave out sticking up on the side of my head and on the top of my head, on the side of my head. I just was like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. My family understand. And get out. And it was hard. It was like slow. Everything I did, I was, Jalea, out. Everything I did, it was like, don't go back after what you, don't come back. Close it. What I said. Don't slam my door. You know, it was, see, now I'm distracted. I can't remember where I left. But talking about after moving on to after I started feeling better. No taste buds, couldn't eat anything. I had to force myself to eat something. I couldn't even eat a kid's meal. I couldn't eat chicken. Y'all know how much I love chicken. Couldn't even eat chicken. Cheese. You know how I got a freaking wings and things. I couldn't even eat that. I felt so bad that I was wasting my husband's money and my money. I'm just like, this is just a waste because I can't eat nothing. So as I was starting to feel better and my taste buds was coming back very slow, I couldn't even really enjoy the fact that my taste buds was coming back. As I started chewing, like 3 minutes in, I had to stop eating. Under here was so tired. I couldn't finish chewing. It was like, I can't eat no more. I'm like, what in the heck? How the hell can your mouth be tired of chewing? Mouth don't get tired of talking. I can't chew. I was like, y'all, this is the weirdest thing to come out of my mouth. Like, my mouth tired. I can't eat. So, thank you, y'all. I'm trying not to read everybody's messages while I'm doing a video because I don't want to get distracted and start running my mouth or whatever. So I'll read it after the video, and I try to read some of the things. If y'all have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. But y'all, I am so thankful, so blessed I am here, because not a lot of people survived COVID. I would have never thought I had COVID because I do keep my distance. I wear my mask. I don't play. I'm the overprotective one in my house. I don't hug anybody, unlike my husband. We was in Walmart. I don't know if Letitia White is on here, but we was in Walmart the other day, and my husband, you know, if y'all know my husband, you know, he got to hug and talk to everybody. Stop and hug everybody. I'm like, the time we living in now, boo-boo, you can't be hugging up. I don't care. They got a mask on. So as soon as he went over there and he was like hugging all her kids, he hugged her. And I was like, I said, look at you. That's why I got COVID from you. And she was like, Letitia was like, and she had her mask. I was like, look at him hugging up people. Like, people don't, I don't care if it's who it is. You can't be hugging up on people. It's COVID out here. People dying from this. Okay? So, I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all see me and I don't hug y'all, I know y'all understand. It's COVID out here, and I had it, and I do not want to get that crap again. I'm scared. Like, today, my first day back at work, and I had to do tours, and I had to talk to people. I had my mask on. They had their mask on. The first person that I went in contact today, he was an older man. He was a senior citizen or whatever. He had his mask on, but it was like not over his nose. And I was like, sir, before we go any further, I need you to cover your nose with your mask. He said, I can't breathe through my nose. And I was like, well, we can't do your tour today. I could do a virtual tour. I could show you pictures or a video right here in the clubhouse. And he was like, okay, that's fine or whatever, or I could just take the information and go. I was like, perfect. I left from him, went back in my office. My head was hurt, and I just was like, I don't know if I'm overwhelmed, stressed, or freaking out, but I was good money, but I just was like, my head is hurting. I'm like, oh my God. So then I had to get in contact with some other people, and I was just like, go back to my office, and my head was hurt. I was like, Lord, am I freaking out? Like, I'm scared. Like, it's crazy. Like, I do not wish that on I just don't wish that on nobody. Yeah, girl, I'm trying to tell you, but Letitia understood. She didn't take it the wrong way. But I'm trying to tell him, like, he can't help it. Like, and talk to you, Jenna, because I just see your message sitting here. Keep trying to tell him, stop hugging. That's probably why we got it. Because you just don't know how to not high five somebody, dab them up, all of that. Like, distance. Like, I ain't got time. I don't have time. None of my kids got it. I know one of them, two of them. One of them was losing taste buds, was getting coughs and all of that, and kind of lost their taste buds, but they was good and no fevers, no nothing. My daughter broke out in a fever like that first day when my husband had his symptoms. She had a fever of 100, and immediately I went and got cold, because she was sleeping in my bed, and I was just feeling her burning up through the sheets. So got up, took her temperature, and I was like, oh no. I got a washcloth with cold water, wiped her down with it, pressed it against her, you know, all of that to take all of that away. And she was good money. No more fevers, no nothing, no coughs or nothing. Like, everybody was good money. So the immune system must be really, really good, because we was walking around. Everybody in my house had masks on. They was wiping down everything. My kids are so crazy. They put a plastic bag in front of my door. I was like, what is that supposed to do? But y'all don't understand. And then I really appreciate y'all for tuning in to listen to my story. Y'all be safe out there. Wear your mask. Don't be hugging up on people. Keep your distance. Keep it, because you just never know. It could be the person that you sleeping in the bed with. Could give it to you. But that is it. That is it, y'all. That is it. Thank y'all for all the kind words. Thank you so much. Thank you. I am glad to be okay. I'm glad God is a healer. He healed me. I'm here. I felt different as I was healing. I just was like moving slow and all kind of stuff. Today was crazy, being out of work for 3 weeks and trying to jump back into stuff. I was like moving very slow. I had to like sit at my desk and was like, what is my normal routines? What do I need to log into and do this? I had to take it. It took me about 3 hours to get it together of my daily routines at my desk.
Hello.
Right. Rashida said no more hugging up on people, Jamal. Yeah. He mad because he mad because it's crazy. He don't really want.
Talking about it.
He's about. He don't even know why I'm talking about it. Because it's my story. I'm sorry I had to put you in it, but
You shouldn't include me.
I shouldn't have included you.
No.
Well, sorry, I did. Got it from you.
I didn't get it from hugging somebody. I got it from changing your damn tires.
He swear he got it from changing my tires in the
I
rain.
didn't say I got COVID from changing your tires. I got sick from changing your tires. That's where the symptoms started.
He said he got sick. He got sick from changing my tires, and that's how it started. I believe it started because everyone at Bowen
It's not true.
is popping up with COVID,
Not true.
and you just don't know who have it, and they could have no symptoms. So I don't know. But that is it, y'all. Thank you again.
Like right here, just like butt and stuff.
I'm just glad my kids didn't get it too, because I don't know. I think I will be freaking out like crazy if all of us had it at the same time. And let me tell y'all. So I went to so before I could turn to work, I had to take a test. Again, it had to be negative. So I was trying to get myself prepared to get that thing back in my nose again. I was like, this is crazy. So I went to a different location, but it was my doctor's office with Ropa. My doctor's office is connected with Ropa. So I didn't go to the emergency room. I'm mad because I don't even want to see this bill. I mean, I have insurance, but emergency rooms are expensive. But this time I called my doctor, and she sent me she set up my stuff so I could go do the drop-in or whatever outside at the office, and they gave me Q-tips and told me to swab my nose and go so deep or whatever, and then take it and go to the other nose. Now take it and insert it in the tube. And I was like, well, dang it. If I knew y'all did it like this, I would have came over here first. Okay? So if y'all want to know where that is right there on Latson Road. The Express Care. Ropa Express Care. They're not sticking anything up your nose to your brain. They're giving you Q-tips and letting you swab your nose yourself. So, but y'all, that is it about COVID. Thank y'all for tuning in again. Thank you for all the kind words, all the love, and all of that good stuff. Thank you for sharing the video. Thank you for giving me hearts during the video. Thank you for taking some time out to hear my story. I am happy to say that I'm a survivor and I'm still here. My heart goes out to anyone that lost anyone during this time, during the pandemic. All of that good stuff. Like I said, check on them people because they are not okay. Drop them by some chicken noodle soup, some a case of water or something. Send them a couple of words, kind words in the text, call them, but they may not answer because I ain't touched my phone one time for like a week. One of them weeks I didn't touch my phone. I just couldn't do it. Felt like I was losing my mind, y'all. That fever and that COVID ain't no joke. And I see why they say older people and people that have health issues need to be extremely careful and safe because it's serious stuff. But good night, everyone. Your girl is back and she's happy to be back.